Okay, so I wanted to walk through this and just kind of show you what is going on with Google Classroom and kind of how we're going to use it and some different things. So just want to reiterate again that this class is for advancement. You are taking this class so that you are ready to take pre-calc next year. What that means is that you will be getting a semester of elective credit. You do not get a math credit for this, you get an elective credit. It also means that this class is going to look different than what your peers might be taking in a regular Algebra 2 class. This class is specifically tailored to get you ready for pre-calc, meaning that we're going to be talking about and covering the topics necessary to really set you up for success in pre-calc next year. That does mean that some of the geometry or other topics we're not going to necessarily hit. And then we'll talk about some of those things later on as we prepare for the ACT. But for right now, I just know that this class is to get you on that advanced math pathway where you're prepared to take pre-calc and calculus. And so as I create the modules and the topics, I'm looking towards what are you going to do to help you be successful in pre-calc. This is also a pass-fail class, meaning that you are not getting a letter grade in it. You are simply getting a pass or a fail. A pass means that yes, you are ready. You're going to be successful in pre-calc next year. You have all of the foundational knowledge and you've shown that you understand these Algebra 2 topics that you need to go into pre-calc next year. Fail simply means you're not ready to go to pre-calc, that you need more time in Algebra 2 to really understand the concepts and be ready to move on towards that next math class, whatever it might be. Okay. So I just want you to know, as I'm communicating grades and different things with you, fail doesn't mean fail. Fail just means that you're not ready yet. And that is totally okay. And that is something that we were talking about. So as we go through, there might be topics that you fail because you are not ready to move on. And I will let you know that you will have chances to redo things, work on things, relearn things, etc. Okay. So just know that this, again, the goal is to get you ready for pre-calc next year. So you can see on the screen, I have the Google Classroom up. I just wanted to talk you through a few things so that you can kind of see what it's going to look like and what we're going to do. I know we use Schoology. We're using Google Classroom this summer. I just find it a little bit easier to work with. Also, it's compatible with your phone, which is kind of important. It's nice to watch some of the YouTube videos and all those things on your phone. I still suggest doing your actual work on your Chromebook. But I wanted to do this so that it's accessible on your phone as well. I know people are going places, doing things, and I just wanted to make this class really as accessible as possible for you. So we're going to be using Google Classroom. Several of you found this morning the join code. If we ever have a meeting or like where I set up something where we're going to go over some problems or something like that, this will be where you will join right here. You'll just click this button and you'll be able to join the meeting. Hopefully I can get my mic working so that you can actually hear me talking. That will be important. If for any reason you have something that's due, you'll kind of see some work due here. I've been putting in tentative due dates. This is a very much a self-paced class, work on your own pace. However, it's kind of nice to have those checkpoints. So I've been putting in some like 2-week due dates just so that it will pop up and go, hey, you really should be, like done with unit 1 or working on unit 2, etc. So I just want you to know kind of where you're at with that. Okay. Those are not hard and fast due dates. I'm not going to mark anything late. Just know that's just a kind of a way to help you stay a little more accountable and on top of your work, just to make sure you're not falling behind. Okay. So this is the stream. I will put announcements here. A lot of times you'll see something from me like, hey, remember to do this, or even just like have a great weekend, just different things. Watch this video. This video that I'm making right now will get posted right here and you'll be able to, it'll say watch me and you'll be able to click on that and see the information. So this is kind of, you'll see all of the classwork here. I would kind of ignore that. But anything that is important as far as an announcement, a comment from me, those are kind of what you want to look for here. The classwork, you really want to go to this classwork page to see. I have it all set up in different modules and they are in order. So you really need to work through, for example, module 1 in order. Start with 1.1, 1.2, etc. So when you come in here and click on this assessment, or assignment, sorry, you will see a couple different things. You'll see some videos. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's more, depending on how big the topic is and how much or examples I want to talk about. I might do one or two or a few videos just to kind of give you an overview and then have extras if you need a little bit more to see. Okay. And then there will be an assignment of some sort. A lot of times it's a Google form. It might be a Google Slides. There's a lot of different ways that we do assignments. And those are for you to work on. Okay. So one of the things that I will be asking you to do would be to show your work to me. For example, this Unit 1 assessment is a Google form. So you'll go in, you'll answer the questions, you'll choose your options. But if you have work that you want to upload or add to it, you are able to do that. So once you go into the assignments, let me open it up here. You should have an option somewhere. Maybe it's not with, maybe I didn't allow it for this one. This is a bad example, but where you can upload some work to it. So for example, let me just go here and I'll show you. There is an option down here. You should have these same options where you can attach something. So for example, if you make, let's say you do some work on paper and you take a picture of it, you can upload it then to the assignment and attach it. You are also completely welcome to email it to me. And then I keep track of everybody's stuff in my email. And then I, a lot of times will look at it that way. And then you'll see the grade in when I grade the whole assignment or assessment or whatever. But you have the options to upload different things to the assignments that you're given as well as your assessments. But I just want, there's a lot of different ways that you might be asked to show your work. Module 2, for example, is a Kami. So I have Kami, and once you open one of my assignments in Kami, you also have access to Kami and all of its beautiful features. So you can do your work in there. That's where I know your Chromebooks are not touchscreen. A touchscreen is really nice. So that's another reason we're using Google Classroom. If you have a tablet or even your phone, you can open up the Kami things on there and use your finger or a stylus if you have one to write within Kami. So Kami is really super cool that way. I don't know if you're familiar with it. If you're not, let me know and I can definitely answer questions. But it's kind of cool. If you have a touch screen, you can actually write right in that electronic document. And it saves it all to Google Drive. So yet another reason why I wanted to use Google Classroom this summer, because it's very compatible with that. And again, you can do it on your phone, which is nice. Another thing, like for here in like 3.4, you don't have necessarily an assignment, you have an activity. So you'll watch the video and then I have an activity for you to do that's kind of a drag and drop. So there's a lot of different things here that I'll be asking you to do in a lot of different ways that I'll be asking you to show me your understanding. If you're ever confused about something, you're not sure what I'm asking you to do, the directions are unclear, or you're just not sure, please let me know. Shoot me an email and just say, hey, I don't know what you want me to do here. And I will be more than happy to answer you, to explain it, or to even set up a meeting where we can talk about it. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you is if you ever want anything printed, let's say it's a couple of worksheets and you're like, man, it'd just be nice to do this on paper. I can do that. Just let me know. And I can print things out and leave them in the front office for you. And Miss Daniels will hang on to that. And then you can come pick them up anytime. Summer school's open. So summer school is open Monday through Thursday from, I think it's like 8 a.m. until about noonish, where you can stop in the office and you can get some things. And I can just leave them there with your name on them. So if you ever want something printed, let me know. That's very easy for me to do. I bring my kids in for summer school every day. So I can just very easily print something and leave it in the office before I go back home. I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. Okay. So then the other thing I wanted to talk about is you can see the other people in the class here. You have access to this and you can see all the students. Feel free to work with someone else. Okay. I am totally for working together. That doesn't mean copying. That does not mean one person does the work and the other person copies it down. What that means is working together to solve the problems, to understand the material. I think we learn a lot better when we're working with someone and able to talk things out. So I have absolutely no problem if you have a bud that you want, or a group, and you want to get together and you want to work through something together. I'm totally fine with that. In fact, I would encourage it. Just make sure that everybody is participating in the work. And then, of course, everybody has to turn in their own copy so that I can see that everybody's doing it. But I have absolutely no problem if you want to work together. I am definitely for that. Okay. And then the last thing I wanted to show you on Google Classroom here are the grades. You will see grades put in, but again, remember, this is pass or fail. So it's not like we're shooting for 60% here, okay? In fact, I would say you should be closer to probably a 70 or even an 80% to be really ready for pre-calc. So I will put things in here in grades just to show that it's done, and kind of where you're at. That helps me keep track of like, okay, you know, so-and-so is doing really well and they really seem to understand this topic. You know, so-and-so didn't do so hot on like 3 of these things. We probably need to talk about it and go over it. So know that you will get a grade. However, the ultimate grade is pass fail. This does not affect your GPA in any way. Again, this is simply to get you ready for pre-calc. So in saying that you're passing at the end of the class, I will be saying they are ready to take pre-calc with me in the fall. And then I'll submit a list to the counselors and they'll change your schedule. That's the other thing. Your schedule will change if you pass this class. Your schedule will change next year because you will no longer be in Algebra 2. You will be moved into my pre-calc class, which means that may change how some of your other classes work out. So just know in August, you will see a schedule change for next year. Okay. Just so you know that will be happening. If you have any questions at all about anything that's happening in this class, what you're doing, please let me know. Again, I'm really good about responding to email. I check my email a lot. I'm pretty good about, you know, I'll respond in a way, or we'll set up a meeting, or we'll try to talk it out, figure out what's going on. Please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. If you're doing this class, that means that you are committing to this advanced math pathway. And since I'm the advanced math teacher, we're going to be working together a lot. So just make sure that you contact me. Let me know what I can do to help you. I'm very happy to work with you. And hopefully we'll set you up for success for next year. All right. So take care. Have a great summer. I hope that even though you're doing this class, you have plenty of time to enjoy yourself and do some fun things too. And if you do something really cool, share it out. Let us know what you did. Put it on the stream and let us know how you're enjoying your summer. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful time and let me know if you need help with anything.